请所有裁判人员、保护人员以及我们的摄像志愿者、工作人员就位，比赛很快就要开始了。我们此次的攀冰世界杯速度决赛即将开始，请各位做好准备。
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to Hohhot in Inner Mongolia on an autonomous region of China. My name is Liam Lonsdale, and we are live for the men's and women's speed finals here in this 2018 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup, brought to you by the North Face Korea. Yesterday, the athletes climbed for their position in this final, and in just a few moments' time, we'll be ready to get underway and decide who takes the third gold medal of the season. Rounds have already taken place in Saas-Fee and Rabenstein. And here in Hohhot, we are the first competition of our Asian leg. Next week we advance to Cheongsong, South Korea. If you are joining us live, we'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. You can leave us a comment on Facebook, drop us a message in the chat box on YouTube, and of course you can get in touch with me directly using Instagram or Facebook on @Liam Lonsdale. Use that hashtag as well, hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing. Just a few moments time we'll have the start list up on the screen for you. We'll be able to tell you who your athletes are. There they are in the women's competition. 8th will be Katerina Glazunova, then Maria Tolokanina, Nadezhda Galyamova, Natalia Belyeva, Mariam Filipova, Elena Vlasova, Katerina Feoktistova, and Ekaterina Kosheva. Feoktistova, of course, taking the gold medal in Saas-Fee and silver in Rabenstein last week. Over in the men's competition, Kirill Kolshegashev, Nikolai Kozovlev, Mohammad Reza Safdarian, Ivan Spitsin, Maxim Vlasov, Vladimir Kartashev, current world champion and world number 1, Leonid Malik, and also Anton Nemov. Mohammad Reza Safdarian, the only non-Russian athlete in this speed finals. I'm joined this morning by Kendra Stritch of the USA. Good morning, Kendra.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's good afternoon. I tell you what, it's been fast-paced this morning. I'm losing track of time. A very good afternoon. Tell me about this speed wall. You were competing on it yesterday.
Yeah, it's getting faster as more competitors are on it, but it is snowy a little bit in some sections, so we had lots of falls in the women's and then also quite a few in the men's. And when you fall on your first route, you don't get a second, and if you fall on your second, you cannot advance through to the next round. You will get a ranking, but you can't go forward.
And you fell?
Well, I completed the first 2 in qualifications, so that put me through to semifinals. And then I went for it. I had a great pace on my first run, and just up at the top, I took a wrong spot and fell off.
That's the way these competitions go, I guess.
It is. Go ahead.
I was going to say we'll be almost ready with the action in just a few moments' time. The athletes just making their final preparations. So it's dual format. First climber versus the 8th climber, second versus the 7th, third versus the 6th, and 4th versus the 5th. It's a knockout format. So the winner of each round will advance to the next. And the final will be decided in a duel, and also the bronze medal will be decided in a duel. So we'll have a battle for 3rd and 4th, and then a battle for 1st and 2nd. So this is the finals, but you'll hear us referring to it as quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final finals. And we should be ready any moment with the action.
Attention please, attention please. Is there anyone who take a La Sportiva boot that belongs to the rule setter? Please give it back, thank you. 好的，现场的各位，那么经过了3天的比拼，那么今天第3天终于迎来了最后一个项目的决赛。没错，2017到2018赛季国际登联攀冰世界杯中国哈索海站即将迎来最后一个项目，是我们的男子以及女子速度决赛。那么根据了我们之前的预赛和半决赛的比拼，8位男子以及8位女子选手稍后即将出场进行捉对 PK 厮杀。
了，我们刚刚也是了解过了运动员的这个一个信息，我们再一次向各位介绍一下。那么赛后的女子选手，8位女子选手都是来自俄罗斯的速度运动员。那么男子选手8位之中有1位来自伊朗。那么很快我们的比赛将要开始了，在我们正前方的冰壁上即将开展2017到18赛季国际登联攀冰世界杯中国哈苏海站的速度决赛。好了，比赛就要开始了，我们向各位介绍一下规则。那么稍后8位选手将会被分成4个小组。那么根据他们的时间排列，第1名对阵第8名，第4名对阵第5名，第2名对阵第7名，第3名对阵第6名。那么4个组别各有1位胜出者。那么4位胜出的时间再次进行一个排列。那么在这轮比赛之后，第1名将对阵第4位，第2位对阵第3位。好的，我们看到第1组选手已经出场。那么在左边赛道是来自俄罗斯的运动员Hohhot Ikaterina representing Russia. Welcome, and also welcome Fikositova Ikaterina representing Russia.
So here is our first pairing.
音响老师记得拉音乐啊。
On the left-hand side, Ekaterina Kosheva.
好的，已经开始了攀爬。
On the right-hand side,
2017啊，2018
8th place qualifier.
女子的决赛正式拉开了帷幕，选手加油！到外，到外，到外！
Kolegarova, and it's Kosheva that wins the first duel.
好，我们看到啊，直接就把这个成绩已经拉到了12秒，非常快的成绩。
So it is Katya Feoktistova on the left-hand side now. And Ekaterina Kosheva moves over to the right. Just trying to make sense of this starting order. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the start list right now. Feoktistova, of course, took the gold in Sazfe.
Ready?
Kosheva on the right, Feoktistova on the left. Feoktistova gets the faster start of the two. She needs to make up the deficit. Oh no, she falls there. Kosheva's going to take the win. Kosheva wins, Feoktistova is out. The top 2 Russians deciding who goes through, and it's Kosheva who moves on to the next round.
好的，刚刚是排名前一轮排名第1对阵的前一轮排名第8，接下来呢是前一轮排名第4对阵前一轮排名第5，所以呢，
Next up on the right-hand side is bib number 67, Elena Vlasova. Sorry, on the left-hand side in bib number 68 is Elena Vlasova. And on the right-hand side in bib number 67 is Mariam Filipova. The athletes poised, ready to start. It's the second competition of the season for Elena Vlasova.
Ready?
Filipova's been at every round so far. Vlasova gets off to the better start, but one of them's on a false start. We'll have to wait and see which one that is.
Yesterday they had some problems with the timing plates also. The athletes really have to step just in the center of them. Otherwise the system errors out.
Ready?
So there they go, waiting for that final beep, and it's Elena Vlasova that gets off to the better of the two starts. Filipova looking to make up that pace, but Vlasova has got a really consistent rhythm here and is advancing to the top, definitely faster than Filipova. Finish for her in 14.2 seconds. Filipova 2 seconds behind.
It's going to be hard to make up.
For Filipova to advance, she's going to need Vlasova to fall. Very fast there from Elena Vlasova. The athletes switch sides. Both athletes get a run on each side of the wall. 2 times combined, the fastest of the 2 times advances. Filipova on the left, Vlasova on the right. Here they go. Filipova in the left-hand side looking a little bit faster this time, but Vlasova with a good rhythm, edging ahead. Filipova slips. Vlasova's going to capitalise on that. Another slip from Filipova. Oh, and that was almost exactly the same time. Filipova 1/100th of a second faster than Vlasova, but it's not going to be fast enough to make up that 2-second deficit.
接下来将会进行是全英伦名次排名第2对阵全英伦名次排名第7。Let's welcome our competitor Natalia versus Narida. Welcome.
Nice to see the camaraderie between the 2 Russian teammates. On the left-hand side is Natalia Balyeva. On the right-hand side, Nadia Galyamova. Balyeva won in Cheongsong last year. Her first gold medal. Galyamova won last week. Her first gold medal. Let's see who's on the better form today in Hohhot. Balyeva with a really good pace.
Wow.
Boom.
Nice run.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a sub 10-second finish from Balyeva this morning with a start like that.
That was beautiful.
I think she's our shortest speed competitor as well.
Her and Maria are pretty close.
Yeah, definitely. They'll switch sides now. Bib number 69, Natalia Balyeva, moves to the right. Nadia Galyamova switches to the left.
好的，接下来他们交换了线路，左边的是预赛排名第7，右边的是全英伦排名第2的选手，两位再次加油。
Ready? Ready?
Athletes poised. And there they go. Galyamova finding a better pace this time, but so does Balyeva. Balyeva accelerating away on that right-hand side. Big finish for her, 12.9. Galyamova tired after that lead final earlier. No break for the athletes.
女子速度8强 PK， 还有最后一对选手即将登场。左边 A 档面对大家岩壁的左边的是全英伦名次排名第3俄罗斯的玛利亚选手，那么和他对阵的是在他右边全英伦名次排名第6的卡塔琳娜选手，两位加油！
So next up on the left-hand side is Maria Tolokanina, and on the right-hand side, Ekaterina Glazunova.
Ready?
Glazunova's first competition of the year. First World Cup, rather. Glazunova gets off to the better of the two starts with Tolokanina falling slightly, but Tolokanina finds that pace. Look at the size difference in those two athletes. Glazunova using that big frame, but Tolokanina finding the pace. Whoa, that was tight. 0.7 of a second in it. Glazunova takes the victory. Tolokanina's going to have to be extra fast on this second run if she wants to advance.
Very possible, though.
Very possible.
Although it's looking like that left line is the faster line.
Definitely looked like that when we saw Belyeva versus Galyamova. Tolokanina lines up on the right. Glazunova on the left.
Ready?
Here they go. Tolokanina gets off to the faster of the two starts, but Glazunova using that big frame makes up the ground quickly. Tolokanina's got better pace though. If she can keep this up consistently, she's going to be ahead of Glazunova. Oh, look at that. Seconds ahead of Glazunova. Big finish from Tolokanina. That will be enough to see her through. Glazunova knocked out by the reigning world champion, Maria Tolokanina. Awesome stuff there from the Russian. We don't call her the pocket rocket for nothing. Silver medal in the lead competition just a few moments ago. Now sits in a position to advance to the next round and give her the chance to fight for a gold, possibly. Before that, we go to the men's competition.
Maria has taken speed and lead gold medals in the same competition before.
She has indeed. She did it multiple times in the 2016-17 season. On your screens now, on the left-hand side, we have Anton Yimov. And on the right-hand side, we have Leonid Malik.
Ready?
Yimov took silver. Wow, look at the pace on Yimov on the left-hand side. Really, really fast. Cameraman can't even keep up with him, and it's a big finish from Yimov. 8.46 seconds for him. What I was saying was Anton Yimov took silver back in Sosfei just a couple of weeks ago. They'll swap sides now.
Ready?
Leonid Malik on the left, Anton Yimov on the right. Malik getting off to a fast start, but Yimov capitalising. Malik not able to find the pace or the flow. Yimov dominating there. Another big finish from him, 8.74 seconds. Malik out, Yimov through.
Vladimir and Maxim, welcome.
So next up on the left-hand side is Vladimir Kartashev. And on the right-hand side is Maxim Vlasov. False start there. It was Vlasov that got off to the faster of the two starts, but we'll have to wait and see if it was him that got called for the false.
So an athlete gets one false start in a competition.
Oof.
And the second false start puts them out.
So they could already be on a yellow card from the semis or the qualies, but they're not, so they're fine.
Correct.
Kartashev
Ready?
world number 1 and world champion.
好的，两位开始了攀爬。
Vlasov very fast on that right-hand side. Kartashev struggling to keep up. Vlasov takes the win, a whole second ahead of Kartashev. Interestingly, we thought the left-hand side was going to be faster, but the last few athletes we've seen have really suffered on that left-hand side.
比他左边的对手 Vladimir 在前一轮名次的排名要靠后啊，当然两位靠得非常的近，第4和第5。
是的，而且是
The athletes were all eyeing up the lines earlier before they started, trying to memorize where they thought the best ice was on each route. So as they're running up that wall, they can pick that line.
再度的攀爬，两位加油！拜拜。
Kartashev shifting to the right side, Vlasov to the left.
Ready?
Kartashev gets off to a very fast start. That was interesting. Maxim Vlasov, slow start, didn't want another false, but Vlasov gets ahead again. Vlasov takes it, world champion and world number 1. Kartashev is out.
成为了我们4强第2个名单的拥有者。来，各位，接下来面对大家左边是预赛排名第2的伊万。 和他对阵的是此次男子速度赛唯一一位伊朗的选手穆罕默德·雷萨。那么穆罕默德·雷萨呢，在刚刚的难度赛爬出了屋檐到这个红色的五角星的时候，非常可惜。
So Maxim Vlasov advances to the next round of this final.
一口气啊，要在这个速度赛段拼一把，加油！
Next 2 athletes, Ivan Spitsin and Mohammad Reza Safdarian.
Ready?
Safdarian on the right, Spitsin on the left. Spitsin gets off to the better start, but Mohammad Reza Safdarian is looking good on the right. Oh, and look at that, Spitsin's got his axe stuck. Safdarian could be advancing to the next round. He's a whole second ahead there of Ivan Spitsin.
非常顺利的拿下了这一把，看一下他们稍后交换线路再度进行攀爬。如果穆罕默德·雷萨在下一把的攀爬依然保持领先的话，他将会干掉伊万，成为我们的男子速度赛8进4第3个名额的拥有者。让我们来看一下。
They switch sides. Dreza knows he just has to keep it together now. A second is a big gap. Spitsin, no time. He must have fallen. Obviously, the camera went with Dreza, so we didn't see what happened with Spitsin. Or maybe he's just having a drink. He is.
No, he's
Coming back in.
Oh. He's trying to milk that rest.
Ready?
Spitsin on the right, Safdarian on the left. Safdarian gets his axe stuck this time. Oh no! Spitsin with a whole second to make up. Needs to be faster. Safdarian knows it. Spitsin goes through. Safdarian so close, but not close enough.
So frustrating when you get that tool stuck. It's hard to stay calm and get that rhythm back. We have people tuning in to watch on Facebook from New York, North Dakota.
And so here's the final pairing in this first round of the finals. Nikolai Kuzovlev on the left, Kirill Kolshagoshev on the right.
Ready?
There they go. Kuzovlev off to a great start on that left-hand side, but Kolshagashev's got a really nice rhythm. Strong finish for Kolshagoshev. No time displayed on the board, but I'm pretty sure he registered a time there.
That one was close.
Very close. Kolshegashev will have to win, or Kozlovlev will have to take a decisive win.
将会在两位俄罗斯的选手之间产生。
This left-hand line caused a few athletes problems now with axes getting stuck. The speed tools, very aggressive hook.
好的，选手们加油，拜拜。
Kozlovlev on the right, Kolshegashev on the left. Kozlovlev off to a really solid start on that right-hand side. Kolshegashev finding that rhythm again. It's going to be close. Very close. We'll have to wait and see who goes through, but I think Kolshegashev might take that one. Looks like that Bilay's had his helmet signed. It's Kolshegashev that goes through. It's not Kolshegashev, it's Kozlovlev. Nikolai Kozlovlev goes through after taking a bronze medal in the men's lead final. He advances to the second round in this final.
So the 4 winning athletes from this heat, there we go.
So we can see now, on the women's side, Balyeva will compete against Vlasova, and Kosheva will compete against Tolokanina. Interestingly, Kosheva and Tolokanina are both joint world champions in speed.
Only one of them will advance to the gold medal race.
That's one hell of a pairing.
The other 4 athletes that were knocked out will be ranked according to their combined time from their runs.
Two of these athletes will go through to the final round and compete for silver and gold medal. 2 of these athletes will go through and compete for the bronze medal with this race that decides it. If you are just joining us, you're watching the 2018 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup Speed Finals in Hohhot in Mongolia. If you are joining us on YouTube and Facebook, feel free to drop us a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from and who you are cheering for. If you want to join in the conversation, you can use the hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing. And of course, as always, you can contact me directly using Instagram or Facebook or Twitter using the capture at Liam Lonsdale. Let us know where you're tuning in from. It's always great to have you on board. I'm joined this morning by the USA's Kendra Stritch. And up next, we will have Natalia Balyeva against Elena Vlasova.
好，让我们期待一下。那么，经过了3天比赛呢，终于是即将迎来了最后最紧张的比拼。我们的女子选手这边呢，可以讲是无惊无险。我们看到4强的名单，全部都是前一轮，也就是半决赛排名前4的选手，分别是半决赛排名第2的选手对阵半决赛排名第4，而半决赛排名第1的卡特琳娜将会对阵半决赛排名第3的玛利亚。而且玛利亚呢，实际上刚刚已经进行过难度的决赛啊，我觉得卡特琳娜是不是会有体力上面的优势啊？
那毕竟是一个在速度和难度2个项目上都有超强实力的女子运动员，我觉得对于她来说还是有一定的优势的。毕竟今年她的最好成绩是在上一站的速度第4名。
啊，所以说玛利亚爬完了难度的决赛，再来干这个速度的决赛，哇，真的是体力太充沛了。好的，各位。Ladies and gentlemen, You're now watching UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup 2017 to 2018. You're about to watch Women and Men Speed Final. 那么男子以及女子速度的决赛现在已经进行到了4强的比拼，让我们期待接下来精彩的比赛。好的，那么我们知道啊，速度赛的比拼也是非常的激烈。选手们呢，经过了短暂的休息之后，再度进行出场攀爬。再次为大家梳理一下，接下来女子的速度的4强。首先出场的是半决赛排名第2对阵半决赛排名第4，而最后呢，在接下来呢将会是半决赛排名第1对阵半决赛排名第3。好，来了，来，再次为大家介绍一下。
Now please welcome Bieva Natalia. She will fight against.
So Kendra, we're back for the semi-finals of the finals. Can often be some confusing terminology, but we're through to the second round of knockouts.
Yeah, it took me a couple years to really get the terminology down for our finals.
With the dual format, we have finalists who then compete in a knockout to compete for gold.
Ready?
Belyeva on the left, Vlasova on the right. Belyeva accelerating very quickly now, finding that pace and extending the gap between her and Elena Vlasova. 11.1 finish for her, not her fastest time. Oh, and Vlasova didn't tag the top. Could prove problematic.
That run is going to be hard to beat.
选手们完成了一轮的攀爬之后，接下来他们将会交换线路，再度进行攀爬。巴耶哈嘞！所以呢，我们看到现在呢，半决赛排名第2的选手将会到右边，而我们看到半决赛排名第4的选手将会到左边。
So they switch sides. Belyeva asking what's going on.
好，那么我们的脱落了，安娜。
She's ready for her attempt. The right-hand route, and as predicted, Vlasova will not go through. Oh, come on, she didn't even move.
No, that's a plate error.
The plate error. Calling a false start, but of course there was no false start there.
She wasn't stood right in the middle, or there was a piece of ice.
So she still needs to do the run on her own.
Ready?
好的，那么
She'll just look to log a
娜
time,
塔莉亚的对手
stay warm
安妮亚呢
for the next round.
Stay warm and stay mentally prepared.
只要能够顺利
In this
登顶
situation,
就
she
可以
really
进入
doesn't
到
want to fall off,
冠
but
军
if
的
you're too
争夺。
conservative, if you lose that flow, it doesn't help you prepare for that next round where she is going to have to be really fast.
And the next round will be against either Ekaterina Kosheva or Maria Tolokonina. both of which joint world champions in speed. Tolokanina coming straight in there on the right-hand side. Kusheva on the left. Only one of them will advance.
It's an exciting matchup here.
女子冠军的一位争夺者，我们已经知道了是半决赛排名第4的，第2的。
Maybe we'll see a sub 10.
接下来我们看到的是
10 second time.
对阵半决赛排名第3，两位加油。
Only one way to find out.
卡特琳娜对玛利亚。好，两位已经开始了。
Kusheva getting a great start on the left. Tolokanina with that classic rhythm on the right. Kusheva accelerating away ahead of Tolokanina. Big finish for her. 9.77, a sub 10 second time for Ekaterina Kusheva. The first we've seen in this women's final so far. Very strong start, Kendra.
Absolutely.
Tolokanina's going to have a lot of work to do. Can she do it?
She can.
Will she do it?
I don't think she'll be able to catch up from that.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Kucheva will probably have another strong run. So unless something really goes wrong for her, I don't think Maria will be able to win.
So the winner of this round will advance to the last round of the final, competing for gold and silver. The loser will go through to what we call the small final, where they compete for bronze. Elena Vlasova is already in that small final. Katerina Kusheva just needs to stay ahead of Tolokanina to make sure she goes through to the main final. Kusheva off to another good start, but Tolokanina looking faster on this left-hand side this time. This could be an upset, but Tolokanina loses her footing twice, which gives Katerina Kusheva the chance to join. Whoa, that's so close. Just a couple of hundredths of a second in it, but that's going to mean that Kusheva goes through to the final. Only one world champion can advance, and it is Ekaterina Kusheva. Maria Tolokanina competing now for the bronze medal. Now, in the men's, on the right-hand side, will be Ivan Spitsin. And on the left-hand side will be Anton Yemov.
好的，我们的女子速度的冠军和季军的争夺，终于这个已经确认，现在到了男子这边。
It's another matchup where it really can go either way.
Yemov, of course, with a better record this season. He already has one medal to his name.
Ready?
Spitsin just had a poor run of form in the last rounds. Not been able to turn it into a medal. He'll be looking for his first here today. But Yemov looks like the faster of the two, and if he can keep that pace up, then he's going to be first. Whoa, that was tight! 7.53 and 7.59. Anton Yemov takes it by 600ths of a second. That was fast. Sub 8.
逼出了自己的极限，两位都已经爬到了8秒以内的成绩。哦，非常厉害啊！
Both athletes need to have a flawless performance in the next round. They switch sides now.
半决赛第2的 Ivan 将会到左边，而半决赛第1的 Anton 现在呢是在。
It's interesting to see the guys taking some drinks in between.
We've never seen that in previous years.
No.
Spitsin did it in Saas-Fee as well. Not Saas-Fee, sorry, in Rabenstein.
Yeah, it's abnormal. I don't know why they've decided to start doing that. And we'll see how long the judges tolerate it. In the past, the judges have really shut that down. Also, they want to switch right away. They really want to force the athletes to take that second run without the rest.
Is there any element of psychological... What am I trying to say? Are they trying to psych each other out? What's going on there? Like, I'm so chill, I'm just having a drink, or is it purely just I need a rest? Spitsin on the left and Yemov on the right, and Yemov gets an act stuck early on, which is such... Oh, he's off. Spitsin advances. And still with a fast time, 7.95 seconds for Ivan Spitsin. He goes through to compete for the gold medal.
Love the enthusiasm.
He knows that he's got one medal now. Whether it's a silver or a gold will depend on the next round. Nikolai Kuzovlev and Maxim Vlasov will compete now. and will race Ivan Spitsin. One of them will race him, rather, in the final.
排名第3，对阵半决赛排名第5。尼克莱对阵 Maxim， 两位加油，拜拜。
Kozlovlev on the left, Vlasov on the right. Here they go.
好，两位开始了攀爬。
Vlasov finding the faster of the two paces at the start. Kozlovlev with a really nice rhythm. It's going to be close, and he slips at the top. Second and a half between the two. That's a big difference. It's a lot of ground that Kozlovlev's got to make up.
But we've seen several stuck tools, some slips.
We have.
Can't call it yet.
所以呢 ，Maxim 呢现在已经赢了一半。好，我们来看一下，接下来他们交换线路 ，Maxim 能不能把自己的节奏一直来控制住？还是说我们看到啊，另一边的尼科赖会产生这个反超的情况？
Kozlovlev sets himself up on the right.
I really like his start stance. He has that really bent back leg that he powers off of.
好，两位开始了攀爬，尼科赖领先 ，Maxim 跟上了。
He's off to a good start, but Vlasov has that really smooth rhythm on the left. Vlasov takes it. Only half a second faster this time. Vlasov also guaranteed a medal, gold or silver. Kozlovlev will battle with Anton Yimov for the bronze. He's happy.
尼科赖将会尼科赖会和安东相遇。那么 Maxim 呢将会对阵的是 Ivan。
There's one thing for sure. It'll be a Russian that has a gold medal here in Hohhot in both the men's and the women's comp. You can also confirm silver medal will be Russian. And Kendra, I'm just getting it now that the bronze medal here in Hohhot will also be Russian.
Not surprisingly.
The Russians dominant in this speed competition, as always. But one day, it's going to happen. We've got French athletes that are fast in speed now. We have 2 Iranian athletes that are competitors in the finals for speed.
We do.
Absent from this competition, they'll be back for Cheongsong.
最终的决赛中的决赛 ，We gonna do the final of the final。是的，那么我们的女子呢，第3名的争夺将会在阿丽娜和 Maria。
I think we've had 2 non-Russian gold medals in the last 6 years in speed.
You were one of those.
I was.
Yeah, buddy.
Osman and Dennis from the Netherlands was the other.
So there is the finals. That's what it's going to be. It'll be Balieva versus Kusheva. The bronze medal will be decided between Tolokanina and Vlasova. Women will climb first, then we'll see the men. The left-hand side is 17-year-old Natalia Balieva. On the right-hand side, oh, we're going for 3rd place first. It's not Balieva, that's Tolokanina. She's got the same colour top, though.
Ready?
From the back, it was almost the same. So this is the bronze medal run.
Neck and neck.
Both athletes looking a little bit tired. Vlasova in the lead. Vlasova takes it. 0.4 of a second ahead of the Russian Maria Tolokanina. I love the sound of coal.
We just need 5 minutes.
It's Kendra there just trying to fight with the man that's filling up the fire about 60 centimetres from our microphones. To be fair, Kendra, I was getting cold.
Maybe you could put some clothes back on.
Oh, yeah. Because I am sat here shirtless because it's about 1,000 degrees in here. It's all good. The people at home love it. They love the sound effects. It's like playing a game of what's going to happen.
I wish we could share some of the warmth with them.
Mm-hmm. So, they switch sides. Vlasova this time on the left, Tolokanina on the right.
What was the difference?
0.5 of a second or 0.4 of a second. I was watching, but then I got distracted by a man with a bag of coal.
Ready?
Here they go.
两位已经开始了。
Tolokanina gets off to the better of the two starts on the right. She's oh, look at that. She knew she had a deficit to make up, but now all she needs to do is finish. Vlasova falls and finishes in 4th place. Maria Tolokanina of Russia tags the top, takes a bronze medal.
Well done by Maria.
So now we're just left with the gold medal decider.
Maria's taken home 2 medals today.
Not bad. Not a bad day at the office.
These women train together, travel together,
Eat together,
eat together.
stay in the same room.
我们看到啊，这个选手啊，这个
It's a proper family.
啊
It is.
The Russians are a very tight-knit team, it has to be said.
现场的各位，2017
And then within those teams, they've got even tighter-knit teams, depending on what venue they train at and which athletes they train with. There are your gold medal potentialists. It's a new word. You like that?
I like it, yeah.
Potentialists.
Sounds very physicky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does actually.
右边的是娜塔莉亚。
Just going to swap sides. Katerina Kosheva beginning on the left. 17-year-old Natalia Balyeva on the right.
Good. 那么我们的比赛即将开始啊，在这边的话，我再次提醒大家一下，比赛呢3天的比赛已经进行到了最后的尾声。那我们现在看到呢，即将产生我们热辣产生的就是我们的
So Balyeva on the right, 17 years old. Kosheva on the left, 23 years old.
中国哈苏海战女子速度的冠军将会在2位之间产生。再次为大家介绍一下，面对大家左边的是卡特琳娜，面对大家
Watch
右
for
边的是
Balyeva's
娜塔莉
really
亚
fluid
Something going on here, though.
climbing here. They switching sides again. Yep.
He's going to interrupt the flow.
Looks like they're probably waiting on the timing system. Must not be as cold out there now because if those athletes, if they were really cold right now, they'd be getting their jackets
为什么呢？我们来看一下，
or demanding their jackets.
娜塔莉亚呢，他们是分别在前一轮，也就是半决赛，得到的是第1名和第2名。那么现在呢，他们又在冠军这个争夺相遇，所以说啊，是这个实力毋庸置疑的冠军的争夺。 那我们关注右边的选手，在上一站也是拿到了速度铜牌。来看一看这次冠军争夺赛能否保持上一站的优势。
Ready?
Kosheva on the left. Balyeva on the right. Kosheva getting off to the faster of the two starts and capitalising on that as Balyeva stumbles. Big finish for the world champion. A whole second in it. Now, Balyeva's looked really fast on that left side, Kendra. If Kosheva slips, Balyeva will easily make up that second.
Yes, her previous runs on that left side were just beautiful. But we'll have to see.
Kosheva just needs to keep it together now. She could even come second in this second run, as long as she doesn't finish more than a second behind Balyeva. Of course, she'll want to win.
Absolutely, she is
好，现
driven.
在我们看到069号的塔利
She
亚
wants to be on
到
top
了
of that
左边
podium.
，079号卡特琳娜现在到了岩壁的右边。
Kosheva on the right, Belyeva on the left. Poised and ready.
Ready.
Timing error there again. No false start.
Ready.
So, second time lucky.
两位已经
Kosheva gets off to the better of the two starts, but look at the speed on Belyeva. As I said, on that left-hand side, she's so much faster. Will it be a second difference, though? Kosheva just needs to keep moving. That's definitely more than a second. Look at that!
Wow.
Belyeva takes it by the skin of her teeth. Natalia Belyeva takes her second career gold medal in a World Cup. Katerina Kosheva takes second. Awesome work there from both Russians, but a brilliant recovery from Natalia Belyeva, the 17-year-old.
That's super exciting.
Don't think she knows she's won. Maybe she's just super chill. Just like, yeah, you know.
好的，各位，那么我们接下来将要进行到的是我们的男子季军的争夺。
So now on the right-hand side, bib number 21, Nikolai Kuzovlev. On the left-hand side, bib number 12, Anton Yumov. This is the bronze medal battle. Fastest of these two athletes overall. We'll walk home.
Ready.
Well, they won't walk home, it's a long way. We'll go home with the bronze.
好，两位已经开始了攀爬。021号的尼克赖，
Dominant start
领先的
there.
优势非常明显，还能在后面追加。
Big finish, look at that, very close.
好的，我们
Nikolai
看到
Kuzovlev
在第三名的
8.44,
争
Anton
夺
Yumov
中一直保持领先
8.64.
但是我们看到
Two tenths of a-
在左边的后来越
2 tenths of a second
啊
between them.
Yeah, Anton really closed that gap quickly.
所以呢，为自己还有争取机会。因为我们知道
He's gonna have to
为了
try
公平
really
起见
hard now.
在这个边壁上
He
稍
wants
后
to
的
beat
选手
Kuzovlev
是
for
要
that bronze.
完成一次攀爬之后左右交换再度攀爬。
Kuzovlev already has the silver medal today in the lead, according to the provisional results.
The time in between may seem a little long as we're sitting here waiting for them, but as an athlete there, that time does not feel like a whole lot of time. Trying to catch your breath, trying to look at the next route.
Nikolai Kuzovlev on the left, Anton Yumov on the right, and Yumov gets off to a better start, but there's a stumble there, which is going to keep that gap close, but Kuzovlev slips. Big finish for Yumov, and that's enough to take him through to the bronze medal. Nikolai Kuzovlev in fourth. Anton Yumov takes the bronze. Kuzovlev with two finals today. Lead was first, but it was speed that cost him, and it's only a fourth place for Kuzovlev. Awesome walk away home there for Anton Yumov with the bronze. We're going to see the silver and gold decided between Ivan Spitsin and Maxim Vlasov in just a few seconds. They're lining up now.
男子速度冠军的争夺将会在 Maxim 和 Ivan 之间产生。
And you can see there your gold and silver medal between Maxim Vlasov and Ivan Spitsin will be decided after progressing from those two previous battles.
面对大家，
See those lined up
左
there.
边的是11号选手
8 became 4, became 2.
马克西姆呢，今天呢一直在比赛中，我们看到他的这个比赛的这个攀爬的这个节奏。
Spitsin in bib number 15 on the
在他
left.
的另一边呢是 Ivan 啊
Vlasov in bib number 11
攀爬呢是
on the
很有
right.
冲击力。好， 到底哪一位能够获得此次攀冰世界杯
Looks
中
pretty
国
relaxed,
阿
Ivan
速海
Spitson,
战
doesn't he?
男子速度的冠军？
Vlasov a little bit more pensive.
是的，马克西姆在右边，
I think that's a general personality thing too. Knowing those guys.
Ready?
Oh.
好紧张。
No false start there. Again, it was just another timing chip error.
Ready?
Spitsin on the left, Vlasov on the right. This is the gold medal battle.
好的，
Spitsin gets off to the better of the two starts, but Vlasov finds a better pace. Spitsin behind, but Vlasov ever so slightly ahead.
好的，
Very close, 0.3 of a second between them.
大家右边的马克西姆
Spitsin going to have to bring his A game if he wants that gold medal.
半秒的优势领先。目前为止啊，这个领先的优势。
Vlasov knows he just needs to keep it together and stay consistent
那么接下来呢，我们
on that left-hand run
会进
to
行
walk
下一
away
把
with
的
the
攀爬
gold.。 Just having a drink. Oh,
Kosheva is first, not Believa.
Spitsin over to the right side. Like you said, Kendra, they're taking a lot of time on these rests. Judges obviously allowing it.
We have the time now. There's nothing scheduled after this.
It's true. Wouldn't mind me lunch though.
Ready?
So, Vlasov on the left, Spitsin on the right. Vlasov has the lead.
两位已经开始了攀爬。
Spitsin gets off to a very strong start, but Vlasov uses those long arms and that pace to accelerate ahead, and he's still ahead. Spitsin's going to take it. Vlasov falls, doesn't hit the timer. I'm not really sure. I think Spitsin's won. By the looks of it, Ivan Spitsin takes the gold medal.
Looks tired.
这个非常开心，对自己获得这样的成绩。
He does look tired. Vlasov will take silver.
那么稍后到底具体的成绩怎么样，我们稍后会正式的公布。
来放一个那个的，那慢动作。
是的，那么我们稍后呢，因为技术故障，那么我们会稍后。
So Maxim Vlasov
让选手
provisionally goes home
好的，那么
with a silver medal.
会再次进行
I say provisionally because we have to wait for the judge's decision. We're going to wait for confirmation on the women as well. Our initial thought was that it was Believa that's taken the gold. But I've just seen a second provisional result that shows Kosheva with the gold. So we'll wait and see. As soon as we have those results, we'll be back with you and give you the confirmed. Kendra, what do you think of that speed final?
It was pretty exciting.
It was. A lot of fast athletes.
A lot of fast
2
athletes.
sub 8 seconds.
Yeah, and very close runs and some dramatic tool sticks and some falls.
Speaking of dramatic, it looks like Maxim Vlasov and Ivan Spitsin need to race again.
Yeah, I think that they may have both not stopped the timer in that last run.
Spitsin's time definitely stopped though. I
Did
saw
it?
it. Yeah.
I don't know, but he was hanging out at the top, complaining about something.
what a shame it would be after winning so decisively. Vlasov kept it together and took it, denying Spitzin of the gold. He's not happy.
No.
This will be the measure of him, whether or not he can keep it together, stay composed, take the gold. Of course, we don't know what's going on. We don't have that information. Obviously, there was some technical incident that has meant President of the Jury of the Judges, Pavel Shabalin, has decided the athletes will compete again. Vlasov on the left, Spitzin on the right.
Ready?
Spitzin gets off to the better of the two starts. Vlasov on the left. Spitzin way ahead of Vlasov now. He means business, and it's a big finish, 8.59. There's no doubt about that. Spitzin takes gold.
Looks slightly happier now.
Big finish. A strong performance. Excellent that he managed to keep the composure there.
好的，现场的各位，至此我们的所有的赛事的部分已经结束。稍后呢，在我们的现场将会进行隆重而又有意义的颁奖典礼的时间，让我们一起在现场和运动员分享属于他们的荣誉。
我们的颁奖仪式将在2点15准时开始。
好的 ，Ladies and gentlemen, our awarding ceremony starts at 2:50. 2:50. Awarding ceremony. 2:50.
So, as I said, it was Natalia Balyeva that takes first, Ekaterina Kusheva takes silver, Maria Tolkanina in third place takes the bronze, and in the men's competition, on your screen, bib number 15, Ivan Spitzin, with his first gold medal of the season. Maxim Vlasov takes silver in second place, and of course, Anton Nimov, with that excellent run in the third round, takes bronze.
Attention please, attention please. Awarding ceremony start at 2:30.
So Kendra, that does finish our speed finals here today.
It was a great one, very exciting.
And we'll be seeing you in Cheongsong next week.
You will be.
Awesome, well let's hope that you're not sat next to me and you are in those speed finals yourself.
I agree.
Thank you so much for joining me, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Have a safe journey to Cheongsong.
You as well.
So that does finish our speed finals. We'll be back with podiums fairly soon. Don't have an exact time yet, of course we have to wait for the appeal time. If you have joined us today and enjoyed it, then do feel free to share the replay on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you see fit. Big thank you to the organisers, the CMA, and of course to our title sponsors, the North Face Korea. Thank you again to my co-commentator, Kendra Stritch, who joined me this morning in finals of lead and speed. Don't forget to get involved in the conversation. Use that hashtag UIAA ice climbing. My name is Liam Lonsdale. Thanks so much for joining us here at the third round of the 2018 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup in Hohhot. Until next time, have a very good day, and we'll see you next week in Cheongsong, Korea. Good afternoon.